At first glance, you might think this is Russia, but actually this is just one of the many border cities in Hulunbuir, named Manzhouli. Do you know why it's called Hulunbuir? Stick around to find out.
It is said that this is one of the first places to start the autumn season in China. We traveled more than 3,000 kilometers from the south to the north, starting from Suzhou, passing through Nanjing and Beijing, before finally arriving at Hulunbuir, Inner Mongolia. Hulunbuir is the largest prefecture-level city in the world. We only spent 5 days here. It of course wasn't enough for us to fully explore this vast open land, but it was enough to let us enjoy the beauty of Hulunbuir.
We traveled through the grasslands with the most winding rivers and the first woodland in Asia. We also visited the coldest city in China, Genghis, and got to experience close interactions with real reindeers.
We watched the morning sunrise and the fog pouring out over the river that is the boundary between China and the Russian border. We then drove 400 kilometers along the longest border line of China, which is also praised as the most beautiful border. Upon arriving to the westernmost point of the city, we came to the largest land port in China, Manzhouli Port.
We watched the sunset unfold at Hulun Lake, the largest lake in Inner Mongolia. Finally, we set off from Erenhut and crossed the border from China into Mongolia. Leaving Heishantou, we continued southwest toward our next destination, Manzhouli. When having a road trip in Inner Mongolia, there's one thing you must pay attention to. That is, cattle, sheep, or horses may just appear on the road at any time, so you must be careful to slow down and make way for them.
Manzhouli is home to China's largest land port and is known as the window of East Asia. International trade between China and the nearby countries flows freely here, making this city a vital gateway for trade routes through Europe.
中国最大的陆路口岸城市，原来是这样吗？难怪这么繁华。
Immediately when entering this city, you can feel its unique nature. While walking down its streets, you will find the Russian faces are everywhere, and the shop signs and products carry a strong foreign flair, hosting a multitude of languages, giving the whole city an intriguing international vibe.
Visiting this border city naturally means stopping by the National Gate scenic area, but for this trip, we only passed by in the car without going in. We had something else on our minds, a sunset we didn't want to miss at China's largest northern freshwater lake, Hulun Lake. In Mongolian, Hulun means a lake like the sea, and it lives up to its name. The ancient description wasn't an exaggeration at all. This lake is vast and endless, and standing on its shores, you almost forget that you're still inland.
As for the name Hulunbuir, Hulun refers to this lake, while Buir refers to nearby Bear Lake. These two majestic lakes are like the jewels of the grassland, witnessing the life and vitality of this region for centuries. Both lakes were once entirely within China's borders, but today, Bear Lake is shared between China and Mongolia, with only a sliver of the northern part remaining in Chinese territory.
We parked at a spot known as Genghis Khan's horse tying post, and to our surprise, it was buzzing with visitors. Legend has it that this is where the famous Genghis Khan tethered his horse while resting during his campaigns, giving the place a sense of ancient mystique. Along the lake's shores, many visitors were collecting agate stones, perhaps as a keepsake. As we wandered, we noticed a pile of stones on a hillside, probably an albao, or otherwise known as cairn. Originally, these stone mounds served as practical landmarks for nomadic herders, helping them navigate the vast open grasslands. Without such markers, it's easy to get lost in the vast wilderness.
Some rocks to make a landmark.
It's like a sign.
哦，你看这个 sunset，看这个。That day, we watched the sunset at Hulun Lake. The shimmering reflections on the water and the merging colors of the distant clouds created a scene filled with poetic beauty. I couldn't help but imagine Genghis Khan and his warriors here centuries ago, preparing to shape history on these very plains.
这是个什么？草原顶天。
哦，这个应该就是那个拴马桩的石碑。
Another thing that I really want to share about Inner Mongolia was the sheer number of flying insects. One time, while driving on the highway, we suddenly heard a strange noise. When we looked at the front window, we noticed it was covered in dark spots. After pulling it over to check, we realized it wasn't mud. It was countless tiny insects that had hit the car. The locals call them 小咬 or little biters.
As night fell, we returned to the heart of Manzhouli. The city dazzled with bright lights, its golden illuminated skyline was breathtaking. We settled into a local restaurant and finally indulged in a long-awaited feast.
传说中的手把肉，然后还有3种蘸料：韭菜花、
常见的酱油什么的，还有一个干粉。红楼街早市。
These grapes are 4.5 yuan, which is like 50 something cents for a whole thing of grapes. It's like a crab apple, I think. Yeah, it's like a crab apple. Maybe a little bigger than a crab apple. I'm not sure. 你拿一个吧。This fish is about to send himself off the ledge. They brought 2 sheeps. 4. It's 4.
I guess there is another behind the car. I saw there is another.
Oh, they have 5 of the sheep.
你说中午扔的，也正好他来筹备，第2天早起。
Of that teacher declares content, you can feel discomfort in your eyes, try to swallow. For visitors continue on to Mountain, please remain seated on board.